I like the way the defense tackled. Thought we tackled pretty good in space. I thought Tajon Henry ran with good balance. He had some runs with good vision and really good balance. So Roderick made a nice run on the touchdown run. That's probably the three things that stood out the most to me.
What was your assessment, or what did you think of the two plays where you had safeties?
Yeah, it's a situation, coming out where we're backed up. I put the offense in the absolute worst that it could ever be. I've never seen a ball marked on the 1-inch line, but just in case we do, we're going to have practiced it. And that is very tough. It's very difficult. Two really good plays by D-line. But the offense has got to learn. We got to get better movement up front. We got to establish a line of scrimmage. It wasn't a very good job by the offensive line, or it was a very good job by the defensive line. I can say both.
Coach, what was it went into that decision to kind of get that special moment with Luke, where he was able to score a touchdown?
Yeah, that's something that brings great joy to me and to our team. It's a program, special spectator is what I call it, and we've done that for the last 6 years where I've been. And it's just being able to recognize someone in the community or an individual that's had some type of adversity. Usually it's physical, and it's a neat moment. Really, we were able to have him out at practice on Tuesday and honor Luke and the family, the Siegel family, and really hear his story and be inspired by his story, but also continue to see Luke fight. And what a fighter. And I get usually weekly, bi-weekly updates on him and how he's fighting. But just to have that moment, I think, was a special time for him and his family. And it's something that, by recognizing him in front of the crowd and all that, I think that's something that we want to do to honor them. And that's something that we'll do every home game. Not that type of a play. We just usually do that in a spring game. But be able to honor a young man or young boy or young girl in a family of a home week, and that's something that we'll do when the season starts.
Adonis Brown up at the pick six, has he shown you some things? I noticed him working with the twos.
That was a nice play today that he made. It was an opportunity. It was right in front of him and right in front of his lap, and he took advantage of him. So credit Adonis, and he was in the right place at the right time, but he took advantage of it. And so, nice job by him.
Was he, I saw him working with the twos, was he in a position he's kind of earned? I mean, is he showing you some things to be a possible? He
continues to show up, yeah. I mean, he made a few plays the other day in 7-on-7, and certainly that play right there was presented to him, and he did a nice job with catching it and doing exactly what he was coached to do, and that's to go right down the sideline.
For you, what is the goal, I guess, per se, of this scrimmage that you all accomplish?
Scrimmage number one?
Yeah.
It's the goal would be to, just sideline communication. First time coaches are absolutely off the field. Signals, communication, seeing guys in live atmosphere really for our staff for the first time, and the offense has different goals, the defense has different goals. I, as a head coach, it's more of an evaluation more than anything. Then we have to have this done coming out of this scrimmage. But it's our first big evaluation, and we'll certainly go back in and really pour over this tape and evaluate this tape a lot more as an individual, individually than as a unit. There were several guys out today with minor injuries or whatever. A couple of them had some family issues at home they need to take care of. So there were some guys not there today. So the evaluation is a lot more individual.
You mentioned some things that you liked. What are some of the things that stood out to you that really need to get fixed in a hurry?
I think the thing, right now, just from an offensive standpoint, is it's got to be faster. It at times looks slow today, from the communication from the center to the rest of the O-line to back to the quarterback. That's probably the biggest thing coming out from an offense standpoint that needs to get cleaned up and sped up. And it will in time. Their heads are still swimming, the installation's still going, and you've got to be able to know it so well, and they will in time, to where you can start to just execute now and playing the game within the game. And there were times the 25-second clock, 40-second clock caught us. and it's just all communication.
Have you talked to any of them and they express how different the two offenses were, the one they were in last year and the one that you're installing now?
Haven't never asked. It's no concern.
You said, I'm sorry, you said regarding pace, you said it's all communication. So you feel like the guys' conditioning is at a good enough spot that they can run as fast as you want them to run, particularly like the offensive linemen. They're not having a problem getting up there, getting on the ball from that standpoint.
Yeah. Conditioning is at an okay level right now. That wasn't a major goal or an objective coming out of the winter conditioning. It was more strength oriented this year. I think we're a little bit behind where we need to be from a strength standpoint. We got to go. Conditioning and spring ball, it's a lot harder in practice than it is like today in the scrimmage. Our conditioning will be at an elite level going into training camp. We'll be very well conditioned. Today we're not where we need to be, but I don't think that really set us back today from a conditioning standpoint. We didn't play enough plays on offense to do that.
What was your message to Myler after he let the ball get away down there?
We just talked about the opportunity to reach a ball. It only happens 2 times in 4th down or the last play of the game, and so we got to be able to go up and catch a ball and secure it, and then basically live with the result when you're coming down, whether it's a touchdown, it goes to review, 1st and goal on the 1-foot line.
With the kind of injuries at that position that kept some guys out, did you stress that importance to the young guys of being able to step up and kind of getting to show off their skills?
Yeah, and I think it's not just at the receiver position; it's every position. Every opportunity you have to go out and scrimmage is very, very important. Today was test 1, and so it's not just the receiver group, it's every group. When your opportunity comes, you need to perform. That's a player's job, is to play and perform, and your opportunity is presented to you in whatever way, whether it's by injury or by performance. You have to perform when your opportunity is given if you want to earn more reps.
Okay, time for about 2 more.
What's your impression been of Keyshawn Carter so far?
Keyshawn's very, very fast. Coach Kitley told me that. He's extremely fast. He has a lot of work to do. I think he's, in terms of his route running, his mechanics, just the art of being a receiver. There's still more things for him out there, but he has got some physical tools that are very impressive.
Young man from Borden County, made a 45-yard field goal. What's his story?
Yeah.
In terms of how long you've had him?
Yeah, nice kick, not long. Continues to make those field goals. I'll know more about his story and his background.
Honestly, because I just got recently moved to Raiders, so to get all my calls right, execute the play as best I can, and help my teammates.
We know how much different the offense has been communication-wise. Defensively, what's been the biggest adjustment for you?
Honestly, it's just been new calls, new terminology. The terms the old staff use kind of differentiate from the new staff, so you just got to get used to the new verbiage that comes along.
How do you think the defense performed today?
I say we did pretty good. I mean, we got plenty of TFLs, a lot of sacks. Of course, we didn't know what we want to be. It's still a lot of mistakes we could have capitalized on, but so far for a first scrimmage, I think we did pretty good.
How do you feel like your transition to Raider has gone?
Fun. I feel like I'm the best Raider ever. I mean, I feel like it feels natural. It feels easy, clear cleats, like guard and skinny receivers. I feel like I can bully them a little bit. Just fun for me.
That sequence where y'all had them backed up to the 1-inch line, that's kind of a defensive guy's dream, huh?
Yeah, it was fun. I ain't gonna lie, the safety kind of gets the whole team excited. Whenever people make big plays like that, it kind of changed the momentum of the game. So, looking forward to more of those.
Broderick was credited with the first one, and you were credited with the second one.
Yeah, I mean, it really, I don't see it as like a personal stat. I mean, because if my teammates didn't do their assignment, I wouldn't even be in that position to make the play. So it's more of a team type of deal than just me.
How have you adjusted to Coach Patterson's scheme or way of doing things?
I love his scheme. It's a fun, aggressive defense. Last year it was more of a conservative read style defense, so this year it's more aggressive attack. And I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody agree with me, but it's a fun defense to play in.
Any of the young guys standing out to you so far on the
Defensive end? Honestly, Nelson and Banasaur, his footwork been improving since last year. Hand movement been getting it right. So, I mean, he been the biggest standout so far just because, you know, that transition from freshman year to now. So I'll say Nelson been a standout to me.
What did you think of meeting all the former players?
It was good. It's an emotional feeling, you know, because, I mean, if it wasn't for some of them players I shook hands with, you know, I wouldn't even been here at Tech to, you know, say congratulations, thank y'all paving the way for me. So I think it was pretty nice to see all the foreign players. It kind of motivates you because, I mean, a lot of them I played with, you know, even one of them I shook hands with, he was my official host here. Like, he's the reason why I even came to Tech. So I look at it from the most standpoint, you know, if they wasn't there, I wouldn't even be here at this moment. So.
Which player was that you referred to?
Bobby Esposa.
Okay.
Yeah, Sabi, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he was my host, man. So, you know, he showed me around Lubbock because I never been here before at that point. So when he showed me around, you know, I fell in love with the city, and I was like, I want to come Tech and commit. So thanks to him.
Yeah, I would say just take care of the ball. Don't have any mental errors. Really kind of command it and be a leader out there because it's going to be hectic. It's the first scrimmage, so just kind of calm everybody down. Don't make any critical errors. Don't turn the ball over.
It was a little different. I know obviously you've been out and practicing ever since last season, but to kind of get on this atmosphere, was it a little bit different kind of that first time?
You know, I don't think so. I think it was just more exciting. I was more excited to get back into it, so it was a lot of fun to get back into it, but I wouldn't say it's different.
How do you think how do you think the offense performed?
We got a lot to work on. I think it did well. I think we didn't make any bad mistakes, but I think we got to be more consistent in what we do.
Coach said a major thing you guys got to fix is that communication, getting the calls in and all of that. Is that something you can kind of tell from the start was going to be an issue?
Yeah, I would because it's hard. It's really quick, as you guys saw, and I mean, that's not even as fast as we can go. I mean, in practice, there's times we can go even faster than that. So I think getting the calls, getting the signals, looking at formation, because now the receivers look at the sideline instead of just me. So that's kind of different for them. So it's a little slower processing initially, but I think they've got it. So.
Who do you get the signals from?
One of the GAs, a little student. So my Kobe, shout out.
Is it a little different having? I mean, obviously you throw to all the guys all the time, not having those kind of three guys set, TJ.
Yeah, that was exactly those guys out. Definitely, I would say hurts us a little bit, but I don't think. I mean, we got our receiving core stacked. We got a lot of good receivers, but definitely having that veteran, those two guys, Seth and TJ especially, out, we miss them a little bit. That's for sure.
Who among the young guys have you seen kind of making strides so far?
Offensively, defensively, I can give you everybody.
Receivers.
Okay, receivers wise, Kevin Terry, I think he's doing really well. I think Rigdon's doing really well too. And then Caden Leggett kind of stepped up a lot too in spring.
I was going to say, were you able to see anything of Myler from the sideline? I know he wasn't with your group.
Yeah, so that's my boy. That's my roommate. So I believe in him as #1 fan for sure. But yeah, I think he's elite in the air. He's really fast, really quick. He runs good routes. He's just got to be consistent.
Will you ever hear the end of reaching the ball out and fumbling?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. No, I'm going to be giving him some crap about that for sure.
How much of the offense is installed for you personally? How much have you got down backwards and forwards?
Oh, I got the entire thing down for sure. I've been going over it since they got here in just early December, so I know all of it for sure.
Coach, last time we talked to him, said you're the most accurate guy he's ever worked with outside of Chase Daniel. Is that something you kind of pride yourself on?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Got the chill as you say that. I know Coach has worked with a lot of good quarterbacks. I do pride myself on accuracy because there's a lot of guys that can throw the football in this league. But kind of what separates you is kind of if you can put it exactly where you want it, and then kind of preparation and your mental state of things.
Coach Wells and Coach Yost both in the last week or so have talked about how you're accurate, but obviously sometimes you do it from some different angles. Mm-hmm. How have they kind of balanced making you mechanically sound versus not limiting the success that you've had kind of moving my field sometimes.
Yeah, I would say kind of in high school, I had a good O-line in high school, but not the best, so I kind of had to work on my feet and work on my toes. So I kind of learned to use different arm slots and arm angles. So it's just kind of balancing when to use that and when not to use that, because when you have a good pocket and you can just kind of throw the ball vertically down the field, you don't need to throw it sidearm. Sometimes I might a little bit here and there. But there's times to use it and there's times to not use it. So that's kind of exactly kind of what we're working on, is like when to use it and when not to.
Seems you broke out of the pocket and ran a lot. I don't remember how much you did last
Yeah,
year.
not a lot.
Is that something we're going to see?
No, yeah, we're going to see that, but I want to be safe with it, that's for sure. I'm going to slide, I'm going to get out of bounds, so hopefully there's no injuries coming in that. But yeah, I definitely think that's another aspect I can get in my game, is kind of stretch the field with my feet, because then that's just another a part that the defense has to defend.
I think I'm not sure we ever asked you, the play where you got hurt against Oklahoma. What was the call there, and what were you kind of thinking?
It was just outside quarterback zone, to the right, to the left. Just running the pylon. All week it was just running the pylon, running the pylon, running the pylon, and then I should have just walked in the end zone and cut up. But I just go to that pylon and then saw it kind of close down. Then I tried to stop and go back to it, and then I got hit on the side. So.
And
Yeah.
I was going to say, Cliff took some criticism after that because of your.
Yeah, kind of that side being open. Yeah.
Did you have any reservations about?
No, I don't. Because I mean, I played in 3 games before I even got hurt. After I came back, right? I think Iowa State and Kansas, and then half of OU, and I got hit in all those games. I just think it was a freak accident, freak deal. It's football; it's a physical sport, and it happens. So.